Hi everyone. I'm just gonna wait until I see people joining. Hi Raj. Hi Ravik. How is everyone? Hopefully you guys are still doing well and everyone's still safe. I'm doing well, thank you. So today we're gonna have a Karnataka and a Rajasthan Royals player join us. So any guesses on who it is? Hi everyone. So I'm gonna wait for Shreyas to join. So Shreyas, if you are watching, just send a message on the chat so I can add you. Hi everyone. Let's just see. Okay. So we're just gonna wait for Shreyas to join us. Hi everyone. Yes, Sagar. You guessed it right. So we're just gonna wait for him to join. Hi Bharat Army. Hi Sufyan. Let me see. Shreyas, have you joined? Oh, okay. He has joined, so let me just send him a request. Okay, we're just gonna wait for him to join. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? All well.
I'm doing well. How is this quarantine going for you?
Think just like most others, you just have to stay at home.
Yeah.
It's just pretty much the same thing.
How's everyone at home though? How's the family doing?
All well. It was easier at the start. Now it's obviously taking a toll on us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
do want
Now,
to go out and we do want things
exactly.
to stabilize a little bit.
I think it was fine at first, but now it's going past a month, so it's like it's really hard to, just stay inside all the time. So definitely. How,
100% I agree.
yeah. How have you been like spending most of your time these days?
Um, just like most cricketers doing, some house exercises and uh, that's it. Just helping at home, trying to do everything possible here, trying to be a good son. That's about it. Not much.
Have have you started doing any cooking or are you just stuck to like doing chores to help out?
So I did try cooking, but it was such a fail that my mom just sent me back and told me to start cleaning vessels instead.
What did you try cooking?
I tried doing some paneer, something in paneer,
Okay.
but
It didn't turn out
it,
well.
it, it wasn't paneer.
Okay. And for workouts, like how have you been managing at home? I mean, obviously, you can't go to a gym, but have you been able to kind of manage to get in workouts?
Few weights here and there that I have in my home.
Yeah.
That's about it. And I do some running in the basement and things like that. So I have a fairly good basement, so I just do some stuff over there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, other than that, there's not much you can do. I really can't wait to get on the field and
Yeah.
get life, back.
I know. I'm missing it. I can't wait for like live cricket to start happening. So definitely. Okay, now a question. If you had to be quarantined with any other cricketer, any cricketer friend, who would it be?
Cricketer friend, huh?
Yeah, so any cricketer, yeah, but that you personally do know.
Um, I would say KL Rahul and Robin Uthappa.
Okay. So you would be pretty entertained with them?
Yeah, yeah. They're
Definitely.
firstly
Okay.
both are great friends and
Yeah.
great cricketers, and Robin's a great cook.
Yeah. That always helps. Okay. Let's now move on to your childhood. So, when did you start playing cricket?
Probably just then around that age, I think 4 or 5. I think this picture was taken in New Zealand. I've been to New Zealand once.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't remember the place, but I think that was in New Zealand. So yeah, New
Okay.
Zealand and say 4, 5.
And then how many windows have you broken playing gully cricket when you were younger?
A lot, a
A
lot. There's
lot.
so many, a
What's
lot.
the worst
This,
punishment you got?
uh, I don't know, like, so every window you break, you don't go and play in that place for at least a week. So things have to just die down a bit, and then you go back over there.
And
But
then you go back.
I,
Yeah.
I kind of escape most times. I try and escape at least.
Yeah, definitely. When did you realize that you wanted to become like a professional cricketer?
Um, Probably uh, a year before I played Ranji Trophy cricket. Not until
Okay.
then. I like every other person. I was very scared of what the future held for me, and
Oh,
uh, I wasn't great at academics, so I was just an average student. So I although I have done my graduation and stuff like that, but uh, other than that, I would say when I was 16, 17, maybe
okay.
around that time.
So yeah, let's now shift over to your cricket career. So, speaking of that Ranji debut, one, getting so many chances to play, and also in the final, winning it for your team, also getting that four-wicket haul. So how did it feel, being at your first season, your team making it to the final, winning and kind of contributing as well?
See, when you're playing when you just start playing cricket, you really and when you understand the whole dynamics and where the sport would take you,
Yeah,
you obviously want to play Ranji Trophy cricket and you do want to win a Ranji Trophy title, right? So that was a dream for me,
yeah,
and the whole fact that that was like a family to us, and we were so well lit, and you know I honestly didn't think too much about performance because I came with zero baggage, right? It was
mm,
my first year. I didn't know what people expected of me, what
exactly.
what I expected of myself, to be honest. So I just came out there, just went and just tried to have as much fun as I could. I had some wonderful people in the support staff, my selectors, my captain, my teammates. They were really supportive. So I had their backing, and they just told me to go and enjoy. So that kind of work,
Yeah,
instead of going and telling me something like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to get these many wickets, you have to make that many runs. I think that would
yeah,
have probably flip the whole performance side of for me. So I just enjoyed every bit of it, and finals was amazing.
hmm,
We go out there. I remember Robin having a chat with all of us, and he's like, "Guys, we've already won this. We just need to believe that we've already won it. Go out there and
hmm,
just experience it." And everything's happened. Like we are a champion team. We're champion people. So just go out there and express yourself. And
yeah.
there's no reason why we won't win it. We have trained so hard. We've worked so hard. We've put so many hours into getting to the stage, and there's no reason why we wouldn't win. And it was great victory
Yeah.
for us.
Definitely. And then just a few months after, getting that hat trick, also a five-wicket haul. So being the first player in the Irani Cup to get a hat trick. So what was that feeling like?
It was great. If Ranji Trophy was hard, I think Irani was a lot harder because you're competing and you're playing against a team that's probably the best team at that moment in the
Yeah,
country.
yeah,
So obviously, again, I went in without any expectation. It was my first Irani, and I had nothing to expect of myself. Obviously, I had a few wickets behind me, and I was just trying to take that confidence and try and replicate what I've been doing
yeah,
in those matches, and just try and bowl to the best of my ability and try and understand the wicket and things like that. That hat trick, I honestly, if you I've seen the video a few times, and I really did not know I got a hat trick.
yeah,
I was just like, we finished the match and I was like doing that and stuff like that. And I turned, I thought, fine, I'm the bowler and the wicket is right here. I can easily go and pluck out a stump. But before I even turned around, I think all stumps and everything was gone. So I ended up taking a bail from the umpire's pocket. That's all I got of the Rani trophy. But it was great. It was great. It was great fun.
definitely. And 2014, also joining Mumbai Indians. So what was that feeling like? What were you looking forward to when you found out you were going to be a part of that franchise?
So I loved so many of those players. I've grown up watching so many of them, and Anil sir and Sachin sir, and Rohit Sharma at that time,
Yeah,
um, Mike Hussey, Harbhajan Singh. You know, people you've actually grown up admiring and
yeah,
idolizing. So just sharing a dressing room with them was so much of a booster for me, and it kind of gave me a reality check as to if you're playing at this level, this is the kind of work people put into uh,
Yeah.
do well or give themselves the best chance of doing well at that level. So I was packed at the end of the day. I, I said it in a recent interview. Also, I didn't have the energy to go down to the breakfast. I mean the dinner table and have dinner as well. I had to order in or just eat on the ground and just go and sleep. So they ensured like I put every ounce of my energy into practice and
Hmm.
didn't mess around too much there. So uh, I just enjoyed every bit of it and just the whole experience, just trying to pick everyone's brain,
Yeah.
irrespective of who it is. I think they have so much of knowledge with them and just trying to apply everything possible in my
Yeah.
cricket today.
Yeah. What was the first day like in the dressing room?
It was tense because yes, we had met them in practice and stuff like that. But when you're wearing, the IPL dress and you see
Yeah.
those the people are outside just, chanting everyone's name out there and everyone's in the group, and then it hits you, right? Then you're
Hmm.
like you're just looking around the room and you're seeing all these legends around you, and you're like, I'm a part of this dressing room, and it's the
Yeah.
biggest privilege that I had as a youngster. So, again from there, just trying to do whatever bit I could and try and understand and try and learn from everyone possible.
Yeah. And just at the end of the year, you also got your maiden century. So, I think 2014, that whole season, like, was just really good for you as well.
Yeah, I remember this. I think I would probably say this is one of my better knocks as a batsman, even till date.
Yeah.
Uh, it wasn't an easy wicket. It was Eden Gardens. It wasn't an easy wicket, and I was really short of confidence because I came out of a year that I was probably averaging 8 or 10 or something like that, and to come into a year and get almost 500 or 550 odd runs and
Hmm.
pick up a lot of wickets, I think was
Yeah.
great confidence to me. And uh, again, it was just trusting my process and trusting my ability and just backing myself, irrespective of what, and just going out there and expressing myself.
Definitely. So now the 2017-2018 Deodar Trophy, you were the leading wicket taker, but how did it feel, in the finals ending up on the losing side? So that was kind of a different take where, you were the leading wicket taker, you also helped in the final, but then ending up on the losing side. So kind of what was the reaction to that after the match?
That was very disappointing. We had the match for majority of the game. Um, Rahul got, I think, 200s in that game.
Hmm.
So I was in awe watching him bat, and he made it look so easy.
Yeah.
And it was a really good wicket to bat as well. Um, I got a few wickets myself, so I thought I'd bowl my team to victory, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to be the man when while Rahul was getting all those runs. I thought with the ball it should be me, but it was a little disappointing. But I think you can't win every time,
Yeah.
and I think they played really good cricket to beat us, and just credit to them. And you just have to look at it, and it's just probably one bad day, but you have to uh, take the learnings from there and most importantly take whatever you've done well.
Yep.
You have to accept that and you have to take that with a
Yeah.
smile on your face.
Exactly. Definitely. So now switching franchises. So how excited were you to be of Rajasthan Royals? You're with them still. Share some memories about that.
Well, the whole build up into the Rajasthan Royals was, I didn't expect to be in any IPL team at that year. The year I got picked for Rajasthan, honestly, because I didn't come with any great performances. Yes, I had very consistent ones, but it has to be something really, really good
Hmm.
if you have to thrive on this at this level. So
Yeah.
I didn't really expect one, but having I was the only selection I attended was the Rajasthan Royals. So if at all it was going to be anyone, it was going to be Rajasthan Royals, and I loved the team right from the beginning. I used to watch Shane Watson, and even currently Sanju, and so many of my other friends still play for
Yeah.
Rajasthan Royals, and
Yeah.
just the whole vibe, and Rahul sir was a part of it, so I'm a big fan of him. I was like so thrilled that yes, I'm finally here, and it was up to me as to how I make the most of it and how I utilize my opportunities and try and make it count as much as possible. I think that was something I had to do, and
Hmm.
that at least in terms of effort, you can't really uh, you know say I'm going to get these many wickets. So you can't rely on the numbers
Yep.
as much. But I think the effort is what is something that I really wanted to do, and I wanted to maximize everything that I could throw for the team.
Yeah. And I mean, which you definitely have throughout the seasons. But last year, that 5 over match, it was a really tough one for me to match because RCB and Rajasthan Royals are the two teams I would want in a final. So that match was kind of heartbreaking for me. But you took that hat trick of Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, and Marcus Stoinis. So how did that feel? One, it was a 5 over match. So kind of tell me about the hat trick as well once you got back to the hotel, kind of what your thoughts were. And then also about, how you feel when rain kind of disturbs matches like that.
Well, see, that was in Bangalore, so I had a few friends who came and watched me watch that game. So uh, it was obviously one of the most memorable moments on a cricket field for me. I think I don't think anyone can ask for a better hat trick in terms of names. Uh, I was happy that I got them out, and you know all that was great. But the very disappointing feeling was when it didn't, when the whole match didn't happen, and
Yeah.
probably that could have that costed us the playoffs as well, because we if we won that, we were through to the playoffs.
Yep.
So I did have a couple of friends come home. I mean, come over to the hotel after the game, and I think that was the most dejected my friends have ever seen me. And they were like, you've just got a hat trick, and you should be celebrating with us, and you should be like full of energy. But I don't know. I was just in one corner. I was not very happy because that whole game didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
extremely happy and proud that I got the hat trick. You know, that feeling was somewhere else, but the whole fact that that match didn't happen, and you
Yeah.
know, it probably costed us the playoffs at that time, because we had to still play Delhi the next game. But uh, that was just like hurting me really, really, really badly, and it took me a while to get off that phase. But other than that, I think uh, the hat trick and the kind of wicket that we were playing on, it was green. It was really green. And when Steve Smith asked me to bowl the power play over, I honestly wasn't prepared at that moment, because
Hmm.
when we discussed in the dressing room, he told me, you're going to bowl over number three mostly, and I'll have the longer boundary on my right.
Yeah.
But we didn't get off to the best start, and he straight away called me, and I had the shorter boundary on my right.
Hmm.
So you know I wasn't very prepared at that moment. But then he came and told me one thing. He told me, you've bowled so well right through this tournament. There's no reason why you can't do it again for us. It's the best moment for you to get us back in this game, because we had a very bad first over. It is it's your opportunity to get us into this game and probably
Yeah.
make a match out of this for us, because every ball is they're going to try and hit a six of every ball, so it gives you a better chance of getting a wicket.
Hmm.
So it can go either way. But so I was like, fine, let's do this. And I kind of asked him how the wicket was and what he felt, because I was fielding in the boundary line the first over.
Yeah.
So he told me it's coming on, it's green, the wicket is damp, so you won't get too much turn off it. So he told me try and get. So I was telling him, so I think I'll try and go more over spin than side spin, because at least if I can't get spin, I want some bounce at least to play with.
Yeah.
So I tried giving a lot of overspin on the ball, and the first ball went, I think, 25 rows behind. Uh, and I was like, damn, this is going for 36, I think. And all those thoughts were in my mind. But as I got into the over, I think I would definitely take what happened at the end in the last three balls. So I was really delighted about that.
Yeah, definitely. So now this one is the recent win, but let's talk about the maiden win for the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, and then this one as well, winning back to back like that.
Yeah, it was great. We hadn't won the Syed Mustaq Ali since my debut, or I don't know if we won it before that. But we had a really young team, and everyone was so, um, they were so pumped up to play the whole tournament. It
Yeah.
was so good to see. Some of us were bowling and batting at our peak at that time as well. So we're just hitting a really golden patch in terms of white ball cricket. That was great for us. And you know the whole vibe, the whole team vibe that we had at that time was outstanding. And it kind of reminded me of my IPL teams, the kind of the energy that they pass on to each other, and the kind of brotherhood that we share. So there's so much to learn from those things. And I think the more we try and maintain that kind of a energy or a vibe in the dressing room, I think it gives us the best chance to,
Mm-hmm.
do well. Obviously,
Definitely.
everyone's practicing their, they're really, really practicing so hard. So those 1%ers, probably this is one of the 1%ers that would be on my book.
Definitely. So this final, the last season final, was in Surat, and my parents are actually from Surat. So what was something that you enjoyed in Surat in terms of food? Because Suratis are known to be very foodie.
Um, Honestly, I didn't enjoy too much of the food in Surat. Because I didn't have too many places to go to, so
Okay.
we were very confined in our hotel, and
Mm,
the matches is happening back to back to back, and
true.
I was on a diet as well, so I wasn't really
Trying
giving
to,
myself
yeah,
that kind of a
explore.
freedom to explore. So I, if I really look back now, I think I should have broken my diet for a day or so and just uh, gone ahead with the food, the local food, and
Yeah.
you know really tasted that. But other than that, it was great. Surat, I love playing in that ground.
Uh-huh.
It's a red soil wicket, so you get a lot of bounce and you get a bit of spin as well. So it's something I really enjoyed, and the boundaries are pretty big, so
Yeah,
it's good for a spinner as well.
definitely. So now let's move on to some quick fire. So this first question might be a little tough. So what's your favorite jersey to wear? Karnataka, Rajasthan Royals, or like the Indian jersey that you wear for India A matches?
I'd say the India A jersey. I think nothing less for the Rajasthan Royals and the Karnataka team, but I think when you don the jersey for your country, I think it's
Yeah,
it's the most proud feeling you can have.
definitely. Which cricketer's Instagram do you stalk the most?
Uh Cricketer.
Yeah.
No, no, not too many
No? Then whose
cricketers.
Instagram do you stalk?
Probably Deepika Padukone.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Have you ever forgotten to pack anything while going on tour?
Pack anything. Oh yeah, so many times I've forgotten socks. Socks is something I forget very, very often. I don't know why. I just can't remember sometimes. So in the last few times that I've packed, I've put socks first, so I don't miss it out in the end. But not only packing to go to some, while I'm traveling, I think even from my hotel to the ground, there's so many times I forget socks. So many times. And um, the only time the only people I can go and ask for socks are the fast bowlers because they carry bundles of them. So I'm never short of socks if you look at it in that term.
Okay. Have you ever prank called another cricketer?
I haven't, but I think I should. I think
I
that
think
you've
you
given me
should,
an
and I think you should do a video. During this quarantine, I think you should prank call someone and have it all on video and you could share it with everyone. I think
maybe,
so.
maybe.
Yeah,
That's probably given me an idea. I think I should do that.
I think so too. Okay. Would you rather have a century or a hat trick? Let's say an IPL. So would you want a century or a hat trick?
A hat trick, easy, definitely a hat trick.
Okay. Okay, let's move on beyond cricket for the last round. So, favorite song of Arjit Singh?
So many,
I
but
know.
I think something that's just stuck with me is Channa Mereya,
Okay.
Bekhayali. I don't know, it's so many, so I'll just
Yeah, so
stick with.
many. I mean, it's hard to choose, and I'm a big fan of his, so I can understand. So I know you're big on Netflix. So what's your all-time favorite Netflix series?
Um, I really like Prison Break. I don't know why. A lot of people have mixed
Okay.
mixed views about it, but
Hmm.
Prison Break, Breaking Bad, Money Heist. Money Heist is my current favorite.
Yeah.
My ringtone is also the song Bella Ciao. So
Hmm.
I really like that. But if I have to pick one, I would pick Prison Break. I would still pick Prison Break.
So guys, if you guys haven't seen any of these series, something for you guys to do because you can't really do much during these days. Um, one thing you can cook. So I know you're not really good with cooking, but is there anything that you can make? Whether it be like
Dosa,
chai or Maggie.
does, does dosa count? Maybe
Yeah,
dosa.
why
Yeah,
wouldn't that
dosa.
count? That's proper food. So yeah, okay, fine. You
Yeah,
can make dosa.
dosa. Dosa.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Yeah, a few times when especially when I got the hat trick, I didn't have too many pictures of me celebrating it
Hmm.
and things like that. So I did Google myself after that and just try to see if I can find some celebration pictures
Yeah,
of me, of
yeah,
myself. Yeah.
definitely. A movie that made you cry.
So I'm not very emotional that way, but
Okay.
I think any war movie would make me cry. I'm a
Okay.
very, very patriotic person, so I think any war movie. But apart from that, I would say something like Rang De Basanti.
Yeah.
Did uh, The Legend of Bhagat Singh. I don't know if you've seen that,
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
and Three Idiots,
Yeah.
all time
Three
favorites.
Idiots is not a war movie, but yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Your most prized possession.
So since I started playing IPL, I've started collecting few of my most favorite cricketers' jerseys. So I try and take like I have Anil sirs, I have Sachin sirs, I have Hasis, I have Rohits, I have
Nice.
a few more from the RR. I have Sanjus, I have Ish, I have Jas,
I might
Stokesy.
try
I have all
stealing that
these.
one day, so you might want to keep it locked.
Yeah, so the plan is to probably frame them on my wall
Yeah.
someday.
Yeah.
But I think something like this is something that I really treasure and something that I can look back with great
Yeah.
memories.
See, my dream is to collect used bats from cricketers and then have a wall of just bats. So hopefully that happens one day. But yeah, so I
Yeah,
can
I
understand the
honestly want to
feeling.
ask Rahul sir for I someday I want to ask Rahul sir for a bat if he can give me with the Britannia sticker on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Rahul sir batting with the Britannia bat is vintage. Like it's something that you know it was gold for us.
Yeah. Okay. Last question is favorite street food.
Bhel puri,
Okay.
love bhel puri. I love my chaat. So I'm not a very sweet person. I don't
Yeah.
have a sweet, but I love the fried stuff, the
Yeah.
masala and I love that.
Yeah.
Which is should have broken my thing in
Exactly. You
Surat.
really should have. That's definitely a place where you
Yeah.
can get a lot of kind of like foods like that. So definitely. So now before we leave, do you have any message you want to share to the fans?
I think in this situation, I think it's so nice to see people staying indoors and abiding by the rules and the terms that are set for us. I think
Yeah.
we've been doing a wonderful job, and I just urge everyone to stay safe and stay indoors as much as possible and take care of themselves and just try and uh, grow as a person. This is the best time to spend. Have some uh, your time as I want to call it. It's very
Yeah,
important and
definitely.
it's these you won't get time like this with your family again for a very long time. So just make the most of it and try and enjoy every bit of it as much as you can.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Shreyas, for joining me, and hopefully I get to see you back on the field soon. Enjoy your time though during these days.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.